All right, so thank you very much for your feedback, everyone, and good evening. Once again, officially, we're getting started with the webinar for tonight. It's a super time for us to be a part of great things. You see, I know that you made some sacrifice to be here. Arsenal is playing Chelsea, but you found the time to come into this. Listen, those guys are making their money. This is how we prepare for the bull run. This is our own football game. When you hear war on the 1 minute, there are two indicators that you need on your page. It can be on TradingView and it can be on the RoyalQ application. So here, I am looking at the TradingView option. This is it. You need the Bollinger Band and you need the KDJ. If you don't know how to set these two things up, ask your sponsor. They're going to guide you. And by the way, I really encourage everyone to, grab and embrace the opportunity of really knowing how to use the TradingView application. I need everybody to, embrace the TradingView application. I know we have the two indicators on RoyalQ, but I want people to begin to get used to the TradingView application way ahead of time. All right, so this is how it looks like. And I like the 15-minute time frame because it gives us an average of super fast trades along with, good direction on the average. Now, if you want to load this, I mean, just go to the indicator list, type Bollinger Band. For those who don't know, Bollinger, you just need the Bollinger Band, click on it and it will appear on your page. The same thing with KDJ. Some people ask me what version of KDJ am I using? Simple question. So let's type KDJ. We're using the KDJ by I Am Altcoin, all right? By I Am Altcoin. KDJ indicator by I Am Altcoin. And you have about 4,997 persons using that indicator. All right, so it will appear right here at the bottom. This here at the bottom is KDJ, and here is the Bollinger Band. Now, I want us to do something. I want us to go to RoyalQ and pick up a coin that is in the top gainer list. That is the first step, all right? So as usual, I will just click here twice. If you click it once, it shows you the top losers. And here you have the top gainers. So you have TRB, Sheep, Alpaca, and Ada. Okay. So, and there's SNT. So let's go look at SNT. By the way, let me tell you a secret. If you want to know the coins that are coming up, if you want to catch them early, always scroll through the top gainer list. Take note of the coins that are there. And you see sometimes one coin will come from under and begin to raise up. So observe that coin, wait for retracement and enter. Remember, a coin that's racing up can also raise down. Sometimes we want to jump in and cash out quickly, but it could also raise down. So be patient when that happens to you. It will still come back up maybe in a day or two. No cause for alarm. All right, so here we have SNT. So let's go look for SNT, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the charts and look for SNT. So I click here and I type SNT. USDT. All right, and I'm looking for the one with Binance Sports Crypto, the first one. And here it is. Oh, powerful, awesome. This is good. This is good. I can see here that SNT has done a powerful jump of over 47%. And this is what we tell people, that most times there's likely to be a repeat of that. All right. So it's likely going to give you 37% now. But be calm. Don't always think it will happen that way, because the market will do whatever the market wants to do. So this is the first jump. The first jump was 18% rather. All right. And this was the second jump. The second jump, yeah, I performed that. So I'd rather you stick to 18% when you're expecting the movement from here. Maybe just take 30% and you'll be good. All right. Just take 13% and you'll be good. All right. So now let me get into the details of the methodology here. The rule is simple. On the 15-minute chart, you wait for KDJ to point up. So there are two conditions, right? First condition is that the price, when I say price, The price I mean is simply this candlesticks, all right? That the price comes down and touches the middle Bollinger Band. So condition one has two aspects, two possibilities. Condition one, two possibilities. Price will come down and touch the middle Bollinger Band, or it will touch the lower Bollinger Band. So remember that the Bollinger Band has two, it clearly has three lines: the green lower band, the middle band, and the red band. So this is the red band. That's the first line, second line, third line. Okay. So those three lines are what make up the Bollinger Band. Price will bounce off these lines. So when the price comes to the lower line or the middle line, there's a great possibility that, it might rise. But there's a second condition you must watch out for. The second condition you must watch out for is this: KDJ must crossover. You need a KDJ crossover. How does the KDJ crossover work? Let me take you back to this example. You see the lower line of KDJ when it comes and crosses above, all right? When it comes and crosses above the other two lines. So by the way, let me just increase this so I can see the lines clearly, just for the sake of this discussion. So there's a green line. You might see the green line more easily here. There's a green line that's, what's this? Let's just call it brownish for now. Then there's this purple line, okay? So when the purple line crosses, all right, so there's a lower line that crosses. So once that happens, that's a KDJ cross, okay? Super easy. That's a KDJ cross. Now, look at the last time KDJ crossed here. It gave a room for market movement, all right? So this is the rule for you. So right now, price is close to the middle Bollinger Band. You just wait. Then KDJ crossover, all right? But here's the secret. Most times when KDJ is about to cross in the middle Bollinger, when KDJ is about to cross, it might likely cross the 5-minute first before it crosses in the 15 minutes. And it might cross in the 3-minute first before it crosses in the 15 minutes. So when we say war on the 1 minute, you just take that same technology. Once those conditions have met on the 15-minute time frame, all right, let's just imagine that KDJ had crossed over here. Once that condition is met on the 1 minute time frame, on the 15-minute time frame, you go to the 1 minute time frame, all right? And when you're on the 1 minute time frame, super easy. I'm going to show you how to do this on your RoyalQ app. Those things are still also there. So this is the 1 minute time frame. What do you do? Look at this example here. Price came to the lower Bollinger Band, and at the same time, KDJ was crossing over here. Can you see that? Can you see that money-making opportunity right here? Price was at the lower Bollinger Band, and KDJ also crossed here. Oh my goodness. You don't need anybody to tell you, should you trade, should you not trade? You don't need anybody to tell you, oh, should you trade, should you not trade? This is a good opportunity to go in. And we tell you to target 1.5% or 1%, because we don't want you to be caught. But look at this move. This was a lot of money on the table. All right. So that's the beauty. That's the beauty of this amazing opportunity. There you go. That's SNT. SNT is currently sideways. All right. SNT is currently sideways. But here's what I want to tell you. When you come to the 1 minute chart, how do you operate? So I'm just going to go back a little bit to show you what I want to show you. All right. So this is the 1 minute. You just go pick up your trend line. From here, you need 2 points for your trend line to make sense, right? So it's here and here. Then you drag it forward. All right. You drag it forward. What this means is the moment is coming here, you're likely to buy, but you have to watch the candlestick. We're now on the 1 minute, okay? You have to watch the candlestick and see what this candlestick does. And then you look at what KDJ is doing. So it's touching here. I would like to buy here, but KDJ is pointing down. So I would want to wait. If you know trend lines, the trend line, price always follows, the trend line pattern. So look at this. When is KDJ going to point up next? This is where KDJ pointed up next. Okay. And it has broken down below the trend line. So this is a risky trade, but you know what? can adjust the trend line this way because you got to get creative. All right. You just see that the market is in good formation. All right. Structure looks good. And then this is where you come in and say, okay, I want to take a quick 1%. All right. I want to take a quick 1%. So remember here, it kept dropping until here. Then KDJ crossed. All right. At this point, yeah, a person could have said, let me take a quick 1%. Guess what? You come here. This delivered 3%. Crazy. So you'd have gotten your 1%. When you get your 1%, you wait. You wait again for when the trend lines will match. But you see, it broke down. It crossed the trend line, kept going down. Okay. Are you going to still drag this down again? Yeah. You can be creative with the trend line. So you can just keep going this way until the next KDJ cross. There you go. That's a KDJ cross. So this is what I'm going to do. Instead of doing that, I'll just draw a new trend line because I like working with multiple trend lines on the chart. So I'll just draw a new trend line here. Yeah, all I just needed was 1 point and 2 points, and I can foresee the future. The moment this point touched, I'm not too sure. All right. So maybe I don't trade this KDJ cross. But the moment it touched here again, KDJ is still green. Come on, guys, you need to go in. Go in and take a 1.5%, and you're good. Do you see that this first 1.5% was gotten on Sunday by this is 16 at 4 p.m. Then another good point came up Sunday by, oh my God, this is 4 p.m. This is less than 30 minutes, 24 minutes. You got another 1.5%. That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it works. Now, the market might go sideways at times. Yeah, just relax when it does that. We're in the bull run season, so you don't really, even if your coin goes against you, you can just relax. It might take a couple of days to come out. All right. So there you go. All right. Then look at the next KDJ cross right here. But it hasn't really touched the lower band. But I could actually still take this trade because I could tell myself that on the 15-minute chart, I'm now saying, assuming the 15-minute chart were aligned. All right. For this one, it's not really so aligned. But I will just take this. It still delivered the 1.5. Now, on the 15-minute chart, remember, the conditions had not yet aligned. I'm just kind of going back to show you right now, KDJ on 15 minutes is no crossover yet, okay? But I'm going to the 1 minute just to show you what is possible and how you can operate this. This is what I used on Saturday afternoon. Hit my targets. I mean, I was too busy all through the morning. I missed a lot of good signals and trades. But here I am just, I just traded for 3 hours and I made all the, I made all the money I needed to make as my targets. All right. And then I stopped. So that's the beauty of this. You can have, and this is from one coin, you can be monitoring 5, 6, 10 top gainer coins, waiting for when it's going to hit. Now, remember the secret of our trading. You don't put all your money into one coin and into one trade at the same time. So if you have $1,000, you can decide to take $200 and, do this severally on one coin. Then you take on that $200, do that severally on the other coin. And before you know it, you could generate a lot of money. All right. You could generate some money that will help you get fuel and feel good. All right. Now, let me give this encouragement to people. I know that many of us don't have huge capital for trading. I know. Don't let that discourage you. Don't let that discourage you. I don't even be bothered. Master the skill set. That's what's more important. If you master the skill set, you would thrive better. Okay? Money will come. Money will definitely come. But when the money comes, please don't go do Ponzi. Don't go get involved with the Ponzi scheme. Right? Stay here and use it for this technology that you've trained yourself to master. All right, so that's it. I mean, one trade here, second trade here, another trade here. I mean, frankly, the moment I saw this trade here, I would have gone straight into it. And the reason is I can see a support line here. Yeah, I can see that support line here. So I would likely say, this is likely going to bounce in my favor. It's all probability, So that's it. And right there, money in the bank. And every time KDJ crosses, just look at it. If you're on SNT, every time KDJ crosses, you can take your 1.5%. All right. This one quickly went on the ground, okay? But look at this. KDJ crossed. Yeah, sometimes it's not going to work out immediately. You see, so this gave 1.5% still. But even if it's 1%, like when you see that it's forming lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, you can stick with 1%. Okay? When you see that it's forming lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, you can stick with 1%. That makes sense. All right. You don't have to do 1.5%. In fact, sometimes you might just see 0.9%, you sell, take that profit, wait for the next time. Keep doing that several times. Now, look at this point again, KDJ cross here. You see it happening. You can, on the 1 minute, you can just be obeying KDJ crossing and you make a lot of money. So remember 1 minute, 1%, lower lows being formed, okay? Here we could take some good percent because there's been some good pullback and there's a support level here. If you don't know support and resistance, the video is open there. It's the first module of good buy to floating loss. This video is open there free for everybody to watch. Go watch it because I think it's very important for you to understand support and resistance if you're ever going to trade. All right. So that's it. War on the 1 minute means following the KDJ. Even if you just follow KDJ on the 1 minute chart, you're going to be positioned for money. Honestly, when it doesn't work so fast, relax yourself. It's going to still sell. All right. Just make sure you are operating the top gainer list. All right. So that's SNT. That's SNT right there. So this is for people who say, "Oh, I don't have a signal. How can I get signal? Give us signal." You don't need a signal to make money. You don't need a signal to make money. Just use the war on the 1 minute and attach trend lines to it. So let's go look for another top gainer coin. YFI. I'm scared of YFI. So I'll just go to look. Let's go to Doge and Floki. All right. Let's go to Doge and Floki. So this is Doge. All right. So this is Doge on the 1 minute, but let's go to the 15 minutes and see what's happening on the 15 minutes. All right. So you can see right here on the 15-minute time frame. I want to mark this out clearly. This was one point that KDJ crossed, right? KDJ crossed from here, and this other point KDJ crossed on the 15-minute time frame. All right. I'm just putting these markers on the points where KDJ crossed on the 15-minute time frame. And I think that's good enough. We can still go back here. This was where it crossed here. Let me not go backwards so much. Let me just come here. Okay. Now let's go to the 1 minute charts, but let me put a text here. Let me just put 1 here. 2 here. Okay. I'm just trying to make us to 3 and 4. All right, so those are 4 bars. So let's go to the 1 minute chart. All right. So all right, so here we are on the 1 minute chart. You have to learn to resize your trading view as you wish. So look at it here. I have to zoom this in. So here we are. So on the 1 minute, look at how many times you had opportunity to take 1%. All right. So let's just say that 1%, or even 1.5%. All right. Remember, it's 1 to 1.5%. It's happened here. All right. So you'd have exited here. And then you wait for the next KDJ turn. All right. But before I draw this, see, on the 1 minute, you can just draw your trend line. All right. Start getting used to trend lines. So I would have drawn this trend line here. just trace this far away. Doesn't matter. I just wanna see. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So I just wanted to come down. Now, what with this one drawn, I can see I would have bought here, of course. You remember, 15-minute time frame, 1 minute war would have bought here, but you still have to draw your trend lines. Okay. You still have to draw your trend line. So this one would have been valid because we would have been drawing it from here. So I'm trying to come from the past, okay, so that you understand what I'm doing. So these were the 2 points I used to draw this trend line. But guess what? Price never came down there, okay? So, but you know what? When I take this trade here, since KDJ changed here, I'm expecting 1.5, I will take that risk because even if it drops here, I'm still covered. Margin calls will buy, all right? Margin calls will buy. So since it's close enough, I take the trade, all right? That's the beauty of trading with RoyalQ and the margin calls. Then where's the next KDJ cross on the 1 minute? Here, all right? So imagine you came in here and you bought here. Take another 1.5%. Then where's the next 1.5? After this one sold, okay, this must have sold when? It must have sold, all right, sold here. All right, it must have sold here. Then you wait for the next signal. This is right here on the Bollinger Band, middle band, and this is KDJ crossing here. Awesome. Now you go in here and you just take another 1.5%. Remember, it can be 1%. So this one sold right about here. Oh my God. Let's just imagine that you saw that. Okay, this one sold about here, right? Now, it sold off around here. Then you saw that KDJ cross here. You went in. Do you see that by the time you chop, you do this 1, 2, 3, 4 times, this all of this is possible. This was from Saturday, right? Saturday night. 1, 2, 3, 4. So even if you are busy, and this was happening about 10 p.m., you could trade by 10 p.m. and you'd have made so much money. That was for the first, mark. So let's go to the second mark. I don't want to start drawing all of this because, like I always tell people, there's a point to get to. You just need to, okay, let's wait for the next movement on the 15-minute time frame. All right. So look at the next movement on the 15-minute time frame. We mark this, remember, as the second one. So let's go. I'm going to draw my trend line again. The first trend line was all higher, higher, higher. So I'm using this point and this point as lows to calculate my trend line. Do you see it? All right. 15 minutes, on 15 minutes, this was triggered. Automatically, some people say they don't know how to use price range. Please, this is price range. It's not an indicator, it's a drawing tool. So you click on this, and where's the KDJ cross? Right here. You have got your 1.5%. Super easy. You have got your 1.5% here. Right here. Yeah. So what's the next move? You look for the next move. Man, this one jumped. Crossed here. If you jumped in here, fine, but I like to wait for a little pullback. Now, this is the point that would have been perfect for me to come in here. All right. It's on the lower side of the Bollinger Band, and KDJ has also crossed. So at this point, I'll just say, go in here and take 1.5%. Now, you see, the trend line kind of keeps, because it's a bull run, things are happening so fast. So you might have to draw multiple trend lines. Like I could draw from here to here and drag it upwards. All right? And drag it upwards. Don't worry, you're gonna sometimes these trend lines meet somewhere in the future and it will wow you. It will wow you. All right, let me just show, maybe it will work like that this time. Let's see. So here it bounced 1, 2 times, then we just keep buying the bounce. So the moment it comes close here, you buy. All right. This one sold when somewhere here. This one you buy here. It's close to the trend line. It's following the shape, 1.5%. You wait for it to come down again. Now, as it's coming down, you would realize that on that trend line is kind of forming here, right? You just have to keep drawing the trend lines as they change. All right. So this was where we bought. Now it has come close here again. This is a good deal. Another 1.5%. All right. The trend lines keep changing. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just, just keep working with them. All right. Let me see if I can drag this one I drew earlier forward also, because I want to just show you something. Right? So you bought there, you came here again. Where's the next KDJ turn? All right. Here. KDJ went green here. It took another 1.5%. Now, this was the next move. I waited for KDJ to come here. Do you see how many times you'd have taken 1.5%? All right. At this point, it's close to this place. I'm just going to go in lower Bollinger Band. I'm good. 1.5% or 1%. I got it. All right. Then here again. Here again. KDJ crossover here. Right here. You know what? I'm just going to do this again. 1.5%. Yeah, it delivered. Now, guess what? It hit the band. And remember, it's good to wait for a candle to go green if you can. But look at this. It just went all red, went against you. So in case you bought here and it went against you, you relax. You relax now. Even if it went against you in the bull run, guess what? it's still delivered for you. Okay? All right. But always wait for one green candle to be created at least. That gives you a kind of move. Not always a guarantee, but it's a sign that, okay, probably things are about to go up in the positive direction. All right, so look at this. This is coming down here, approaching this trend line. You see that same trend line we drew from that zone. It's approaching the trend line here. Do you want to wait for it to come down here? It might not. So what do? 1, 2, 3. This is good enough. Go in here. Aish, go in there. Go in there. I don't want to complicate this by bringing in for the FIB tool, but just go in there, go in there, go in there, take a 1.5%. You're good. In fact, I would have targeted something better with this kind of pullback, right? But that's it. Take your 1.5%. You don't need indicators. Anybody can do this. You need to, this bull run, you need to be a warrior on the 1 minute. Otherwise, you're going to leave money on the table. And I don't want anybody here to leave money on the table. Madam Ngozi is the chairman of the 1 minute warriors. All right. So there you have it. This is the third one. All right. This was the third line we drew. The fourth one. All right. This was the fourth one we drew. All right. So here it is. The same thing. You could go one time. You could go. If you entered here, you'll be thinking, oh, it's going against you. Look at here. If you entered here, yeah, looks risky because it's on the upper band. But somehow you'd have still gotten your this bull run. Everybody has to use this wall on the 1 minute. Yes, trade the signals, but in case there are no signals, I want you to just observe any of the top gainer coins and fight the war on the 1 minute. Then remember to use your trend lines. To draw a trend line, you just need 1 point and a second point. So this is 1 point and a second point. So just draw your trend line. All right. And you can redraw it if you need. All right. If you need, you should redraw this. Look at it. So let's just say this happened. All right. The moment it comes here, in case you are not already in a trade here, the moment it comes here, this is a perfect place to enter. I don't need anybody to tell you anything. That is money. Take your 1.5%. Why? Because you use this point, and price went up and came back to it. The moment price came back to it, that is the time to enter into the market and grab your 1% or 1.5% as you wish. This is how you can make so much money. You can make 10% of your capital in a day. In 10 days, you've gotten your full capital. But remember, like I always say, don't put all of your money in one coin, and don't put all of your money in one coin. And don't be in a hurry to jump into the trade because it's pumping. Do your own basic analysis, all right? There are some simple basic analysis stuff you can do, and one of them I've asked you here is to check your trend lines. Use your trend lines, all right? Use your trend lines. There are different things you can do, but hey, that's it. Just keep it simple for you. use your trend lines. Now the price is coming down again. Price is coming down here. So I can adjust my trend line to something like this. Yeah. Just keep adjusting until you see sign of, right now KDJ is pointing down. Yeah. So I'll wait for it. Can keep adjusting. Once the next KDJ comes, see if it can align with your trend line. Go in, collect your 1.5%, move on. All right. But when you're buying at the top of the blinker band like this, you are at higher risk of experiencing a pullback. All right. But sometimes it doesn't matter. When the coin is pumping, as it does most times with the top gainer coins, you always be in the game. So this is a very important train. I think everybody needs to grab. Madam Ngozi, any other thing you want to add to this?
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening, madam.
Good evening, everyone.
You know, you are the destroyer of the blockchain.
No, now you teach it, now you coach me. Now your step I they follow.
You've taken it to a whole different level. All right, go ahead. The floor is yours here.
Good evening, everyone. Well done. We thank God for having Coach Nandi as our boss. So what he said is the way it is, and that's what I used to get my milking and on 1 minute time frame. When you master it very well, you don't even need to wait for signal. But peradventure, if you are going on with signal like me, thank you, Danny. If you're here, I appreciate you. The group appreciates you. All right. We thank God to have somebody like you that understand full well and what our boss taught us. Because it's not easy. This my brain. I don't try, but God will help me. I'm still trying. So you make it easy for me, for all of us to have a coin that we can work on. Okay. So like me, what I do to maybe you still have a signal. So for you to wait for that, maybe you have a signal that is 10%, 20%. So you know that at times it doesn't go up at a stretch. Some just move, some coin that has volatility just move, but some does not do that. You see a coin, it will do 1%. Maybe you have a 10% taking profit. So it will do 1%, it will bounce back. Some even do 3%, they will bounce back. So as a trader, there's what we call daily trader, there's what we call long-time trader, short-time trader, weekly, hourly, or something like that. But we are doing daily now. As a daily trader, maybe you have 30 minutes. Okay, you have checked the market is good to go. That 30 minutes, just give it to yourself. You must not be in the market for a whole day for you to make whatever you want to make, for you to make money. Even 10 minutes, 20 minutes, if you're opportune to meet a coin, all right? Especially we have our top gainers is always there. Before you know it, a coin will just pop up. And if you're lucky to see that time that you pop up, possibility of you to, if you're not that good in analyzing, or maybe you have not joined the training, or maybe you have not watched all your videos, but it's good for one to watch all your video, get all these things, it will help you. So let's say you're using a signals in the group. So when you enter, you don't wait. Maybe you say 7% out of the 10. You don't wait for that 7%, because at times it does not move front. You go up and down. So that's what I normally do. That's what I'm trying to let us know. So I always be in the market because I have no other things to do. All right. So that's maybe 1 hour that I want to be in the market. I'll have my phone, whatever that I'm doing, it will be, I will like leave it aside and focus, because I want to get something from market. So 1%, I even take 0 point, depending my capital. If I have, even if it's 200, if you take 0.5% of 200, it's something, because it will retrace back like 1 middle. Once you see your KDJ, you shoot up. I mean, it cross. Once you cross, possibility, not even possibility, 100% that you must make 1% or 1.5%, as our boss just said, is there. All right, you take that. You will now see, you can still use RSI, statistics RSI. Once it gets down, you will see the edge. That edge goes show you, and you work together with KDJ. Maybe we can use our what is it called? RoyalQ. And if you're not too familiar with TradeView, you can still use RoyalQ and make money. Just use your KDJ Boringa band. Once you see it cross, you go with you follow the trend, because all these things are pattern, they are trend. All right, they are patterns, they are trend. You follow the trend. Once you follow the trend, you'll be milking market 247. Me, I don't go for 30% or 20% at once. I follow the trend. Once it's KDJ cross, we move. And then what helps you again? Check your 1 hour. If you're doing 1 minute to 1 minute zone, 1 minute time frame, always check your 1 hour. Still check your time frame. Once that 1 hour, you see the KDJ point up very well in 1 hour time frame, 30 minutes time frame. Don't be afraid to rush out, even if the market goes against you. Don't be in a haste to rush out. Just watch your 1 minute. Maybe it's down, you want to retrace, just watch it. Once you retrace, is a big money for you, because your 1 hour is still showing you that this coin is good to go, because it's still point up, 30 minutes point up. So that 1 minute will still obey that 1 hour. But when you will be like, okay, let me just come out from market, once you see your 1 hour being getting down, come out from the market. 30 minutes being getting down, come out from the market. Once they retrace, 1 hour retrace, 30 minutes retrace, you can still use your 1 minute zone to enter market again. I don't know whether we understand what I'm saying. Or should I
Yes.
switch to my, should I,
Yeah. You
hello?
want to share? You can share. Yes. You can share. Let me
Let
stop.
me share. Okay, share. Don't mind me. I'm forgetting all those. Come to class, you will not come. Only the host can share. I can share now.
Okay, hold on. Let me enable. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Share now.
Okay. Do I need my video to be on? No.
No. You don't need your video to be
All
on.
right.
Just click on
Okay.
share, then click on screen.
Okay.
And click on share, you click on
And
screen.
down.
Yeah, great.
Okay. Where is my RoyalQ? Okay, let's use a cat. Okay. This is a Cathy. All right. On 1 minute, see what Cathy is doing. Okay. KDJ have crossed. Okay. In 1 hour, you see that our 1 hour is still up. But in 1 minute, is now telling you, in 1 minute is retracing. In 1 minute is retracing, right? If you have your margin call, good and fine. But you don't have your margin call, fact that this 1 hour is still pointing up and 30 minutes is still pointing up, don't shake. Let's say it's carrying me, maybe it's taking you to know where, to, how will I put it, to Kafanchan. It will still retrace. Is on is trying to retrace. Are you seeing what I'm saying? It has already, how many, it went down with how many this thing? It went down with 0.36, right? Are we together?
Yeah, so
It went down, if you measure it, it went down to 0.36. When I have not noticed this, once it's like wants to get down, I'll pull out of the market. Maybe I will lose like $1 or $2. But once I notice, since I have noticed that in 1 hour it's still pointing up, in 30 minutes it's still pointing up, it will not take the market, it will not take it much seconds to retrace. It will not take it much seconds to retrace. And see this now, it has retraced and give you how much is on 0.13. We are seeing what the market is doing. It helps me to, to make more money when I'm doing this. I check my 1 hour. Despite that I'm using my 5 minute, 1 minute time frame, I still watch it on 1 hour. So once the coin is getting that week, maybe the buyers, the sellers are selling, the 1 hour time frame, I will just leave the market. Pata pata pata. I'll know that this coin is about to do what? Go down and down and down. And secondly, this strong indicator works too. It helped me to stay in market. This strong this indicator, it works for me too. I don't know about others. Once this thing is in a strong buy, it helps me to stay in the market to do whatever I want to buy. I want to do
on the 1 hour or 15.
on 1 minute.
Oh,
On
okay.
1 minute, yeah. Although I still check it because I still check 1 hour. Once it retrace up to this buying zone, this just buying zone, or once it is in neutral, I know that market is turning against, very big against. But once it's a strong 1 minute, in a 1 minute, in 15 minutes, because it starts from 15 minutes. 15 minutes is in a strong buy. 1 hour is in a strong buy. It gives me opportunity to, to be in the market. Okay,
Great.
still 1 hour. 1 hour have retraced and it's still going up. The CATI is still, people are still making money with CATI. So you don't wait for me. I don't go for that stretch with 10%, because at times you see, you want to go for 10%, you see a 5%. Before you know it, from that 5%, it will go back to 0, or even to, as in, it will go back pata pata pata. So I don't go there. Even at times, I even take 10% of it before it gets to that 10%. Maybe 5% before it gets to that 10%. Maybe that is a taking profit of the signal. Every retracement, I retrace with the coin, I go up with the coin, I retrace with the coin, I go up. Once it retrace, I'll be off. Once it retrace, that 1%, 2%, I must make it. Once you want to retrace, I'll come back and wait for it. Once it's retracing, I'm going with that. 10 minutes, I'm done. I'll keep my phone. This app is amazing, especially this bull run. Don't just wait. Maybe I don't know how will I put it. Don't people, you make money, just come inside. The other day, my children needed to pay school fees. My husband did not finish up. They called me. I enter, before you know it, $100 drop. I change it and pay their school fees. How much did I use to make that $10? How that $100 is $250. Because you make, when I make $5, it add up. It just compounding. I make $10, it add up. I make $20, it add up. I'll still use it and enter. $40, I'll still use it. If I start with 250. 250, I go in, I took 1%, I come out. It will be how much? It will not be 250 again. It will be add up of 1 point something percent. Just like that, before you know it, that 250 will turn out to be 350 or 400. Like that, I made that 500. I started with 300. I don't have that, maybe I don't have that 2,000 to enter. I don't have that 1,000 to enter. With 300, that day I made that 500. That 300 gave me 500. At the end of the day, it will everything come up to be $800. From there,
So
you build
shopping
capital.
the market, shopping the market, seriously. So can
Before
you
you know
repeat
it,
those
you raise
things?
capital by yourself.
Can you repeat those clear points that you look out for, the indicators
Okay.
on RoyalQ and
Okay.
the strong buy and all those things? Just summarize, list them again, so that people
Okay.
can go back and experiment with these things because it's really powerful.
Okay. So right now, the 1 hour time frame is okay. Is KDJ has crossed. Okay. But it's not pointing straight. Once you see it points very straight, as in when I say straight, you know when you have a straight line. Once you see it point straight, then go back to your a minute time frame. You wait for it. A minute is coming up. Once this minute join, you will see that 1 hour point very, very well. If it's a coin that has volatility that want to shoot or as they want to pump, you will see it very straight. Now you wait for your KDJ to cross. KDJ has not crossed. Okay, you wait for it. I still check my 15 minutes. This is no good time to. This one is retrace. It's not good time to enter market. You wait. You wait on your 1 minute. Not good time. It is tracing. Although it's on the lower Boringa band, but it's not yet good time because what? Our KDJ has not do what? Has not crossed. And the green candle has not formed from lower Boringa band. So it's not good time to enter. Then we'll check another. Can we check another time? You see, all this you have to be in. You see what? God of mercy. Let's check 1 hour. This market is how many percent? 1.6%. You can even measure your this thing here. That movement just give us 1.0.6. We are waiting and KDJ fastly cross under 30 minutes. What's all this thing? Sorry. This is on 30 minutes. This is on 1 minute. Good too. This is on 1 minute. You know, anything that happens on 30 minutes first show you, first you first see it on anything that happens on you first see it on your 1 minute. Then go to your 3 seconds, 3 minutes. So it's a very good time now. So let's point out what I want to do here. So if it's me now, the market is good to enter. All of this thing have, despite that is upper Boringa band, you can still make money there. All right, you can still make money. 5 minutes is okay. Your 1 minute is okay. Your 3 minutes is coming up. Your 30 minutes is okay. So we are working on 1 minute. All these things are very. We are working on 1 minute. So our 1 hour is good to go. So once you check that your 1 hour is good to go, you can stay long in the market. But once the 1 hour is retracing, it affects both the the 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. So, and then the strong buy, once you see a strong buy, it works. This indicator works. Once you see a strong buy, that means that you have a long time to be in the market. But once it went, it is a neutral. From that buy, neutral, sell. I don't enter market. I don't use those ones to enter market. But when I'm in strong buy, my leg, I have a very strong leg down that I will milk the market. I don't know whether, me, I'm not a good teacher, just trying to. That's why I always learn when they call me to come and teach. I don't know why I'm not a good teacher. So I don't know how to impart. I don't know, I don't know. May God have mercy upon me. Maybe I'll have a special training from my coach.
No, but you're doing great. I mean, you've passed a lot of information right here, and it's left for everybody to go create it in their own, bring it home to themselves. Right. So right
Mhm.
now, what you're saying is you just look at the KDJ on the 1 hour. If it's pointing,
Yeah,
if there's a strong force that is pointing straight, then it
yeah,
means it's a chance. And go from 1 hour to 30 minutes down to 5 minutes to 1 minute, and then play on the wall on the 1 minute. That's what you're saying. Then another thing is you need to
exactly.
go, you need to observe the strong buy. If there's a strong buy,
Yeah,
it means that okay, this thing is likely to, milk and milk and make for a while. Then if it goes to buy,
yeah,
get out of the market and leave it. Just
yeah,
leave it. You see a strong buy. So that's it. That means the person has to be going from coin to coin to coin to coin to coin, to identify the coins in the top gainer coin that has those conditions. And it's a beautiful thing because this is how you can make money every day. You can set a target. I mean, you don't have to, it depends on how much time you have, you know, but you can close from work and say, oh, I'm so busy. I will only be able to trade from 9 till 11 o'clock. And within those 2 hours, you look for the coins that match those criteria and you go in. You trade 3, 4, 5 times, you shut down your phone, go to bed. Then the next day, when you have time, you do the same thing. Yeah. So go ahead, Ma, if you have any other tips to share.
So
I think
for
you're doing.
me, saying that maybe somebody does not have time. I don't know. Maybe I'm not saying that one should quit from his or her job. All right. For those that are working, you have to make time to understand this, study it, and know how to go about it. I tell you, if you understand it very well, you're gonna make your salary 10 times too. And from this, you can build that your $200. You can make that $200 to be like, before you know it, that $200 will be $1,000. So for me, one, maybe you don't have time. You don't have time. There is money here, free money. This is free money, and it's in dollar we are talking about. This is free money. Like this weekend now, I don't normally. I always say this. I don't normally have naira account money in my bank account. Here is everything. Once I go in there, I need $30. Or even if I have that naira, maybe I sell one or two things, I'll put it here and double it before I'll bring it out. All right. When you go in there, before you know it, you don't see $30. $30 is how much if you change it. Daily basis, you're making $30. Let's just say $30 times it in a month is a million plus. So we have to make time. There is no magic. There is no magic on this. There is no magic. RoyalQ is I mean is a blessing to us. You have to understand how to use this market. I mean, use this app and make money. Thank God for Danny. You don't even need to, and thank God for Top Gainers Coin. You don't even need to go and search and search and search. Is even when you want to go for a long time, 1 week, 2 week, can go from lower and the less performing coin. But so far as that top gainers is a daily thing. Once you miss it, it will take you 2 weeks. It's just a daily. I just see top gainers as a daily trader, as a daily trade. Just go in, do what you want to do, and go. All right, because even those people that put in money, they want to take out, so they will not take out on your head. Just go in there, do what you want to go. do what you want to do and go. 1 hour, you use your 1 hour, use your 1 minute time frame. So far as that KDJ is there, use your 1 minute. Before you know it, you like this one now, in 1 minute you want to cross. The KDJ is about to cross. What are you waiting for? You check your what is it called? Your 1 hour. Your 1 hour is okay. Okay. You check your 30 minutes. Your 30 minutes is okay. Is on the how will I put it? Once you see this trend, once you see this trend, that means that is a step of going up. Is a step going up as a multiple green candle. If you check when a coin is pumping, if you check, go back and see. When you see that step, when you see it like here, it's a multiple green candles. And when you want to retrace, you will still see it. Go to your 5 minutes. So before this thing is, before you know it, you must make 1 or 2 or 3 or 4% from all these things if you're throwing up. But if you're not the one that can be, stay by to watch, you can set your 10%, 20%. You will still make, it will still sell. But somebody that is like, doing this make more money. When you don't have that big capital, you can grow your capital with one 1 minute zone, checking your 1 hour and your strong buy. You can easily build your capital. Before that 10% will sell, you have made 5% and still made that 10%. That's me. That before that 10%, let's say there is a signal that is 10%. That 10%, I don't just wait for that 10% or wait for that 5%. Because it doesn't go up. He retrace KDJ, bounce back, this one, that one. I throw suit, bounce back. Before you know it, I don't make 5%. I mean 5% of it. And by then, my capital, maybe I started with $100. By the time I will do it, I might be having like let's say 120 or 130. It's not more the same. So this is how to build your capital. When you have a small capital, don't say that RoyalQ is for big capital. When you have your small capital, you can build your small capital with this strategy. Just identify the top gainer that is doing very well. Follow suit.
Yeah. So the secret is to identify the top gainer that is doing well. And so use a combination of the 1 hour KDJ positioning, use a combination of the strong buy on 1 hour, observe the strong buy. These are things you're going to actually create or evolve yourself the more you trade. All right. So thank you very much, Madam Gozi, for this. Now, I want us to use the next 5 minutes because I have another meeting by 8 p.m. With the goodbye to floating loss training batch 3. We have a very strong topic to discuss tonight. But what's the challenge with people building this business? Because I look at this team, I look at the quality of skilled trainers we have. I look at the quality of experienced people we have on this team. So why is it that we find it difficult to just share the opportunity? Why don't we share the opportunity? So I'm going to try and call on a few people and say, why are you not sharing the opportunity? All right. I'm going to call 10 persons. All right. Let me call Mr. Anthony Oweye. You will say I'm picking on you today. Mr. Anthony Oweye, why are you not sharing the opportunity? Big Daddy, why are you not sharing the opportunity? Then I'll come to Esther. Let's start with 3 of you. Mr. Anthony, you go first. Why?
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, house.
Good evening.
It's not that I'm not really sharing the opportunity anyway. It's just that the floating loss really affected, and I was just thinking or looking for opportunities so that if we can be able to, bypass the floating loss, or there is a solution to most of it. It gives me great confidence. Though I'll be sharing it, I have about 2 preparing now, since there is this goodbye to floating lots, and it's really boosting my morals, because when I was in deep for some time, so if that person asks me how far about today, to tell the person I didn't make this, that, it looks somehow. So that's why it's just but with the latest technology, improvement in the system, I think I'm good to go now, sir.
Okay, so here you have people that are asking you how far, they're interested.
Yes, sir.
Then you are the one you lost confidence. All right. So lack of confidence is slowing you down. Let me ask you this question. If somebody gave you a car, or you bought a car and then you had an accident with that car, will it make you not want to buy another car?
No, sir.
Unless maybe it's a big psychological issue. I know there are some people that have an accident and they don't want to drive again. But not that they will buy another car and they say, okay, I don't want to drive it. Okay. So let me ask you this. If government gives you 100 bags of rice to share to people, will you be excited enough to share it?
Very well, sir.
Now, I want to ask you, why are you more excited to share the 100 bags of rice than the RoyalQ opportunity?
It's because it's available. There's nothing stopping it.
Okay, there's nothing stopping it. So
yes,
what's stopping RoyalQ? Is the market not available?
The market available, sir.
So remember this, and I understand what you're saying.
Yes,
so
sir.
three things that are governing your skill set. 3 things. One,
okay,
you must understand the market.
Okay,
This market must be understood if you want to go find RoyalQ.
Before
now, did you understand the market?
Not really, sir.
Don't. So make sure
Yes,
you try on the market. The second thing you must understand is the bot, the settings on the bot, how to use it to your advantage. The third thing is you must understand yourself. There are some people that rush into trades without thinking. When you rush into trade 1, rush into trade 2, you cannot correct yourself. So you have to understand yourself. These 3 things, you have to understand these 3 entities. That's how you can thrive with RoyalQ.
Okay, sir.
Now, if you look at the posts in the group, can you see that a few persons are making a lot of money?
Yes, sir. Very, very.
I don't like to bombard groups with my posts because my own testimony is not, my own testimony is not the testimony that I think people are looking for. Well, everybody will say, oh, it's me, it's my testimony. Okay? It is your testimony that counts. So instead of being overwhelmed by the floating loss, ask yourself, how much have I learned about this technology? You can give a man a fish and tomorrow he will come back to you to fish for more fish, no be so?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but if you teach him how to fish, he will fish and even come back and give you that. You taught me how to fish. You take some fish from the fishing I did last night. Here's some fish for your family. He'll give you as a gift. This RoyalQ that you're doing, you'll find out that some people will give people gifts in this RoyalQ within the next 5 to 10 years.
Yes, so
You'll be surprised that people will call their sponsors who have helped them on this journey. They'll say, come, let me buy you a car. I just bought this small car for you.
Wow.
Because the people you are seeing in RoyalQ today, in the next 10 years using this bot, they're going to be dollar millionaires.
Amen.
So I need you to understand the power of this opportunity, and you just need to build it. All right? Thank you very much. Big Daddy,
yes,
why are you not sharing the opportunity?
Mr. MD. Good evening.
Yes.
Good evening. Yeah, Edward, not sharing the opportunity.
Are you using earpiece? Remove your earpiece so I can hear you well.
Yes, please, that is the reason why. And let me know if I can remove it. Okay, let me.
Are you using earpiece?
Complain.
Hello?
Because I have a little sore throat. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, yes.
Okay.
Go and take garlic and ginger. It will clear, sir. Sorry.
Okay, ma'am, I will do that. I was on deep for a long time, and I don't want to bother myself, so I just leave it there. So in fact, the thing took almost $200 and put it on deep, so I just leave it there. But now, So they start releasing it. Some of them start releasing. So now I'm okay. By God grace, like today, I tried today. I was following Team Daniel today, and I've done a wonderful thing. And he's trying. You know, I just following whatever he said, and I'm very happy about it. You know, I can able to make almost $3 to $4 today, just within a period of time. You know, yeah. So because it's just because I just sit at home. When I go out, I don't do any business when I go out, so I will not make any mistake. So that's it. No problem. I'll be trying my possible best to follow. I mean, I'll be trying to follow up in the meeting to learn more about it, and until I get my laptop done, so put it in order. So I'm waiting. At least that time I'll be more comfortable to do whatever I want to do.
Do you know why I'm pushing that people should tell their friends? It's because the bull run is here.
Yes.
The best time to get in. The bull run is here. So, but it's okay. We can take our time and recruit at our leisure. That's also okay. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
sir. I appreciate
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Madam
Thank you,
Esther,
sir.
Madam Esther, why are you not sharing the opportunity?
Oh, hello, good evening, sir.
I can hear you, ma.
Yeah, it's not like I'm not sharing the opportunities. I've tried, but sometimes environment where someone is affect the business somehow. Because I've tried telling some of my friends and other people, they don't understand trading at all. They don't know many of them don't know anything about it. So it's as if you are coming to tell them something that is not working also. So I'm still trying my hello.
Go
So
ahead.
I'm
Sorry.
still trying my best to know if I can convert. Where I am is a rural place, so it's still disturbing me, still affecting, me. So today I made what in fact I did well today. So I'm having some issues with my RoyalQ but I don't know if I'm the only one that is experiencing that. So that's why.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's what I'm going to
Okay.
tell you, and I understand. When I started network marketing, I realized that I was around too many people that were comfortable with their salary.
Yes.
So I knew I had to make new friends who are not comfortable with their salary. So I stopped talking to all my colleagues. All my colleagues, I stopped talking to them about anything I'm doing because I just felt that they were too comfortable. You know, it's now that we are being dealt with by the economy that some of them are now shaking body. Shaking. So, you know, I have to tell you this. You have to change your environment. And you don't have to live where you are, but you can use the internet and look through your phone and locate people that you know that are in other places. This is an online business. So I want to ask you one question, ma. How many people have you invited into the webinar since you started RoyalQ?
Like 4 or 5, sir.
Only 4 or 5?
Yes, sir.
Since when have you started RoyalQ?
That was last year.
Last year, Jesus. So since last year till now, you have only invited 5 people.
It's not people that have attended, not the people that have invited, but people that have attended, that have really attended the Zoom.
Yes, now that's what I'm talking about.
Yes,
until they attend, is 0. You must influence them to attend. So let me tell you the truth. 5 people come in, 5 people will not give you a downline. You need at least 10 people. If 10 people attend, 1 will likely sign up. Yeah. So your hard work is to make sure they attend and tell them that you will keep disturbing them until they attend. Tell them that this thing is so important that it can save them in the current Nigerian economy, that you will not let them rest. That if they don't listen to you, you are going to come to their houses and you're going to stress them until they join the webinar. That they join the webinar once and say that they're not interested, no problem. But that they are not going to join the webinar, you stress them, kill their phone battery. They should be tired of you. Yes.
All
They
right,
should
sir.
they should be tired of you. That's how you build a team. Oh. Because people think everything online is a scam. But when they see the one that they can make money without doing anything, they'll enter. Then when they are scammed, they'll say, oh, it's a scam. All right. So please, Madam Esther,
Yes,
check
sir.
that your app is still working. Check that your app has not. I know you're the one that sent me a message, right? About your.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
From there. All right. So I want to thank
Hello.
everybody. Because you have the floor.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Madam Esther.
Yes, ma.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Good evening, ma.
Good evening. So what
Yes.
I wanted to add to what our boss have just said is this, or to
Okay.
that daddy that just finished before you. We have not understand this RoyalQ business. We are still seeing it as online, those things, one of those online things. Okay, we are just like seeing it as a side business. That's why we are we are having at times non-charat attitude because our coin is in deep. My coin is in deep, 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 deep. The first money I started with is in deep. Second money is in deep. Third money is in deep. But I never give up because I know what I have tested the bots. I have tested so many online business, as in that took my money. I went to from what to zero. I cannot even rate 5 naira. Even when I
Wow.
started this RoyalQ, I know how I struggled to get the money to start RoyalQ. I hawk product to start RoyalQ. And since I started that RoyalQ, I have my piece of hawking products. Because when you go out there to tell people, you're giving them what they don't need. You're forcing them to buy a product. Not everybody that needs products. Some will tell you, I beg, na person go eat first before you go take product, you go take all those
Yes.
stuff. Understand me? So from there, I
Yes.
raise money and start. My first money went in, second money, third in, it went in, is in deep. But it didn't make me to stop because I know that this is the best way for me to enter crypto business because I wanted to enter crypto. I know how many people that are doing it, even that is not even using RoyalQ. They are having sleepless nights. Talk more of you that they don't have opportunity, they don't have knowledge because everything is about information. All right. They don't have
Yes.
the information to know this RoyalQ that they have. There is a bot or there is an that can make that trade easy for them. They don't know. They stay all night awake, all day awake with their system. Some even think that some you will even think they're doing Yahoo Yahoo, but they're not doing Yahoo Yahoo. They're in the system
Ponzi
trading.
scheme. They think it's Ponzi scheme. So
So it's left for you to it's left for us. Let me not put it to you. It's left for us because it's your passion for it. When they see the passion, they will believe you. Yes, you don't blame them. They have the right to tell you that it's a Ponzi. They have the right to think like that. But it's left for you to convince them that this is not Ponzi. And it is a normal daily business that you have your shop. When you have your shop, you have goods there. It's not all the goods that sells at once. Some even expired. Like in my shop, I have product that expired at thousands of naira that expired. I throw them away. Some of the product, one is 50,000, 60,000. I have about 100 that expired. I trash them. All right, RoyalQ is a normal business. You have your coin. You can have 1,001 coin. If this one did not sell today, the other one will sell tomorrow. You will build your portfolio. You keep on buying. When my own went deep, I source out money. I know that to source out money is not easy, but you know what you want. I know what I want. I source out money. Yeah, I even took a loan. I took 3 million naira loan. Yes. And that day I took that, I took that 3 million naira loan. I make $1,000. I took $3,000. I mean, 3 million naira to pay 3,300,000. That day I made the. I will show my screen. If you people doubt it, I'll show you my screen. That day I made that particular day, I made $50. The next day I made 80 something. The next day I made 90 something. The next day I made 500, and the upper one I made 200. Just like that. Before you know, it's not even up to 7 days I took that loan. I made 1,000, and because I have understand it. The first of all, like our boss said, the bots, the market, and you.
Yes.
This thing can change your life. I mean, it can change your. When I check August, I know how much I made in August. It's just like a magic. Understand this, build your portfolio. Before you know it, 1 year, 2 years, there's a one woman I will show you her portfolio. It's $150,000. When did she start? You build your portfolio. It will go down and come up. It will go down and come up. RoyalQ is giving us a good coin. And even the post trade is still okay. You can post a trade. You can come back to that a trade in 1 month, in 2 months, even in a year, even in 2 years, you can come back to it. When it go down, you can even buy it cheaper. This is a complete 100% business if you understand it. It pains me at times that some of us don't understand RoyalQ. We just see it as a Ponzi. We just see it as those online things. It's not online thing. People are making money with crypto, and we have a good bot that made it easy for us. Don't say because my coin is in deep, you just relax, you just be there because it's in deep. Source out money, understand it, and before you do that, make sure that you understand this. But your priority then is to understand how it works. It's just a pattern. Follow the pattern. You'll be happy. Before you know it, you will be me. After this bull run, I will travel. I don't tell my team after this bull run, if you like, make money. If you don't like, don't make money. After bull run, those people that make money, we are going. If we will not go to Dubai, we are going any African country. We RoyalQ shares. We will prepare ourselves. We are going to enjoy ourselves. So this RoyalQ, I don't know how I would like. And I thank God, one of my success line. He did not know anything on RoyalQ. When I registered her, I was the one that operating her phone. I was the one that trading for her. But I have to come for training. He came to training 2-3 weeks. I said the 3rd week, I said, you're going home with your phone. He was so afraid. He did not have that confidence. I told her, you're going home with your phone. He went home with her phone on the what is it called? Through screen sharing. We are doing, before you know it, this woman, at times, he earned more than me. There is no day that we will not earn $100, $100, $50, $40, $80, $70. Even the contribution they are doing contribution, 4 million naira. He put it in RoyalQ, and he's making. There is no day he will not make 50, 100, 80. He even navigate, even manipulate more than me now. Because what? He has passion, because he loves what he's doing. He has shop too. He was telling me that the money I make every day in RoyalQ, my provision shop, don't give it to me. Even at times, he will sell and sell, put everything for RoyalQ. And me go tell and say, babe, I beg, let's stock the shop, so that people will still say, people don't go, no, people will not like, waiting they happen. It just just take this business serious. If you don't understand, we have somebody that God bless us with as a coach. Watch all those videos. Get it? I mean, don't allow anything to distract you, because this thing gives you money. If you're making even $1 a day, do times it, change it now, big money. How much is our work? How much is our salary? How much are we earning from our shops? That we cannot just calm down and understand this and know how to navigate, know how to, use it to our own benefit, to our own children. Even my son, once he's done with WAEC, I'm putting his head here. I'll open account. He will be 18. I'll open account for him. Let's just calm down. Forget deep. Don't allow the deep to get you down. All right. Just source out money. Get many goods. Get many products. Coins is your product. Have many of them. If this one do not sell today, the other one will sell tomorrow. If this one do not sell, the other one will sell. So I just try to, encourage us. I'm in deep. Ubandan is in deep. Nobody is. It doesn't make us to stop. Because the more you practice, the more you trade, the more you get knowledge. All right. The more you get to understand how it works. Because it's what you understand that you can even give out. It's what you know. It's what you have, you can give out. If you don't like adapt it, if you don't like take it, you cannot give it out. Even if when you invite them, your body language will not convince them to even come to the webinar. But when you have passion for it, when you're talking about, you don't even need to talk more about it. As in, when you just say this one, that confidence, they will see it in you. That's why it's you first. So I'm trying to encourage us to, RoyalQ is good. When I say it's good, it's good.
Absolutely. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
everyone.
I'm late for my other
Thank
meeting, but I had to ask for
Okay,
the
yeah, so
accent to give
sorry.
some.
I
No, no
forgot you said
problem.
that you have meeting. So sorry.
No problem. It's fine. It's the goodbye to floating loss meeting. So
All right.
your words were real. And I want everybody to understand this. When you open a shop, a physical business, you will spend a lot of money to set it up. Then you stock a lot of goods. If it's a provision store or if it's a clothing business, you put a lot of money. Your profit from each of those things you buy is little compared to what RoyalQ can give to you. There was one day I bought a shirt, and when I got home, I said, this shirt has been in this packet for a very long time. The shirt has been in floating loss. Nobody to buy it. I said, where did they put this clothes? Was it on the bottom of the carton or something? You know? And I had already worn it before I discovered that on the road. I said, why is shirt they smell like this? The shirt has been the floating loss for maybe 6 months. You need to understand that this is a real business. Forget about RoyalQ 2021. Forget about RoyalQ 2022. Forget about RoyalQ 2023. Even forget about RoyalQ 2024. Anything from 2024, from January to June, forget about it. Focus on RoyalQ from the time we started a goodbye to floating loss training. Focus on RoyalQ because that is the beginning of RoyalQ. The beginning of RoyalQ business is the beginning of goodbye to floating loss training. That is the moment that opened the path to success. Thank you very much, Demi, for your powerful signals. Demi, has graduated and is still a student because over the 6 months, I have different, information is staggered. When you teach the first one, everybody relax. When they understand it, you enter the deeper one. Sometime in the next 1 or 2 months, we enter deeper ones. But the basic one is what we have taught right now, and we want everybody to understand it. Whenever you are ready, no matter the cost of the training, I will advise you to go through that training. What would you have been willing? Where is let me look for somebody who was complaining about. Mr. Anthony Owoye. Mr. Owoye, what with the floating loss that you have, looking back, what would you have been willing to pay to prevent that kind of floating loss? Mr. Owoye, are you where you can talk? Because when you look at the pain of floating loss in your life, what will you be willing to pay to know how to navigate the market? Check it out. You find out that whatever you are paying for training is a little money. And the training is not compulsory, because if you don't have the money for the training, don't worry. As we train people, there will be people that will come out and start giving you signals. And many of them are coming out. Some of them are still scared because they don't want to give you signal and it doesn't work out. So that sometimes they are a little careful. But you know, like I said, there's no 100% signal. Anybody can give signal that will go the other way. Many signal in that announcement, there will be so much signals. All right. So just stay calm, stay put, trust us. We're working for you. The future of RoyalQ is bright. We're getting started. But I need you to begin to share the opportunity because there's so much poverty in the society. People are helpless. Every day, people are calling us, help me. We can't solve everybody's problem. In fact, if you keep helping everybody with money who is asking you, you will turn into a pauper. All right? So
Exactly.
we need to help people to help themselves. We need to help people, then give them skill to go fishing. That's what we're doing here. Thank you very much for your time. I look forward to having more and more fruitful sessions with you on this team. We just started RoyalQ now. Let's just say we started RoyalQ since August, September this year. So forget about 2021, 2022, 2023. We're just learning and learning and learning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Good night. Good night,
Thank you,
everyone.
sir.
Good night.